Hey guys, it's Darren from Healthy Living Right, and I want to show you two simple methods for selecting bread at the grocery store. The easiest two methods will eliminate 90% of the hassle when you're selecting breads. The first one is everything on the ingredients list, the first word should always be whole. If it says whole wheat flour, it's great. If it's refined, enriched, or just wheat flour, it's overprocessed, it's going to be bad. So the first one always should say whole. And number two is a 5-to-1 ratio when it comes to carbohydrates and fiber. So if there's 4 grams of fiber, multiply that by 5 and it should be 20 carbohydrates or better. That is a simple method. It's a 5-to-1 ratio, fiber to carbohydrates. That will eliminate a lot of the hassle. Fiber is going to satiate you, lower the glucose impact, and it's just going to be an all-around healthier, more nutrient-dense bread. So let's go to the grocery store, take a look at a few of the breads that I would select and a few that I would avoid.
Shopping for bread in a grocery store can be quite daunting. They have tons of different options and all the perfect little catchphrases on the labeling of the bag. Just remember, the bag and the labeling is nothing but marketing. That's what the company wants you to see and wants you to be caught by. Take, for example, this Artisano. This looks like a great little bag. It even has the little texture to the bag that makes it look like it just came out of the oven. They're using all the perfect little catchphrases. Golden wheat. Just as I always say, let's take a deeper dive and look at the ingredients list and look at the macronutrients and see what we're really getting. So the Artisano, the first problem I have with it is that it's not organic. Therefore, it's going to be sprayed with glyphosate. Anything that's not organic, that is a grain or a wheat, has been sprayed with the pesticide glyphosate, which is a known carcinogenic known to cause cancer. And then strike two is that it has 19 carbohydrates with only 1 gram of fiber. It's not meeting the 5-to-1 ratio. The third and last strike on this bread would be that they're using vegetable oils, and they don't even know which vegetable oil it is. It's whatever is cheapest at the moment. It could be canola, sunflower, soybean. So this one would be a hard pass, obviously, but when Americans are consuming 300 million sandwiches per day, this is an example of the trickery we have to be careful of. The Arnold's Organic Thin Sliced, these all look like great breads. They're organic, they're brown, and they're heavy. That would make you think you're getting a great bread, right? But you're not. You have to always avoid the marketing on the front, dive into the labeling in the back, look at the ingredients list and the macronutrients and micronutrients. You have to see what you're really getting. And with this bread, it's 12 grams of carbohydrates, 2 grams of fiber. So it's not meeting your 5-to-1 ratio. It's not going to be as satisfying. Not to mention, it has 2 grams of sugar. That's negligible, but the real problem is they're using, again, sunflower, soy, or canola oils, which are highly inflammatory. They don't even know which one it is. They're giving themselves complete option here to use any of them, whatever's cheapest at the manufacturing time. This is, again, a hard no when it comes to breads. Now, Dave's Killer Bread, this is where it gets a little tricky. They have a great product when it comes to breads that are shelf stable and on this aisle, but you have to be diligent. You have to know what you're looking for, because there again is a lot of scams. For example, this 100% whole wheat, it has all the great marketing on the front, everything you want to hear, but when you look at the ingredients and you look at the macronutrients, you see that it's whole and cracked wheat. Cracked wheat is the same as enriched flour, essentially. It has 21 carbohydrates, only 3 grams of fiber. But the problem with this one is they're using canola oil. They don't need to use oils, but one of the reasons bread manufacturers use oils and sugars is as a preservative. It makes it last longer on your countertop or on the shelf at the store. This 21 whole grains and seeds. This one looks great. It looks like another winner. It has heavy brown bread. But again, when you look at the 22 carbohydrates, 5 grams of fiber, perfect 5-to-1 ratio, but 5 grams of added sugar per slice. So that would be 10 grams of sugar per sandwich. That would be 2.5 teaspoons of added sugar. That, my friends, is what I want you to be aware of when you're shopping for your bread. Now let me show you the one by Dave's that I think is great and absolutely on point. The Power Seed Bread by Dave's. This is the way to go. 1 gram of added sugar. Again, avoid the marketing. It looks great, has amazing omega-3s of the ALAs, but it is on point. This one has no added sugar. It's using fruit sweetener, 1 gram of sugar, perfect ratio when it comes to carbohydrates to fiber, and it's absolutely incredible. This is the way to go. If you get Dave's Killer Bread, make sure you get the proper one. The Power Seed for $5.49 is the best deal. Arnold's keto seeded bread, it's got to be good, right? It's keto, it's seeded, and it's going to be lower in carbs, higher in fiber. All of those are correct. The problem with this one is it's not organic. And the problem with keto breads is typically the ones that you're going to see on the shelf are going to be full of inferior products. They're going to be using a lot of starches that are just going to make you think that you're eating bread. The macros look great. It has a great fiber to carb ratio. But when you dig deeper, again, they're using wheat starch, wheat protein isolate, corn and oat fiber, soybean oil. All of these are non-organic, and then they're just using emulsifiers, lecithin, and different fillers. This, in my opinion, is just garbage. Now, the freezer section is where you're going to find the cream of the crop when it comes to breads. This is where the best of the best is. I love using Ezekiel bread. That is the bread that I have been using since I was in college, and it is a great staple. When you want something great for your body, Ezekiel sprouted grains is the way to go. There is no fillers, no junk, no oils, no sugars. Everything is non-GMO, absolutely organic the way it should be. They're using sprouted grains, and you wonder, what is sprouted grains? Well, that's when they take the grains, they soak them in water, they essentially break open, sprout a tail, they grind that into a paste. This is how they are using it instead of a flour. When you look at this, it is sprouted wheat, barley, millet, lentils, spelt. It does contain a little soy, but again, everything is organic. Just look at these macros. You have 15 carbohydrates, 3 grams of fiber, so that's a perfect 5-to-1 ratio, 0 grams of sugar, no oils, no fillers, no crud. It is just bread. This is a denser bread. I actually use this. I love the sesame. Make an amazing French toast with this. It is absolutely incredible. Another option is they have the Ezekiel cinnamon raisin bread. This is actually very good as well. It's negligible amount of sugar coming from the raisins, but if you like cinnamon raisin bread, throw this in the toaster and it tastes incredible. Now, when you want to talk about a keto bread, Base Culture has the market cornered, in my opinion. This is the best keto bread on the market. It is absolutely the cleanest ingredients you can find. I love the sourdough. They don't have that at my store here, but this is just the standard keto bread. And just look at these ingredients. You have almond butter, eggs, flax seed meal, arrowroot, psyllium husk. Both are great fibers, almond flour, apple cider vinegar, and sea salt. The macros are absolutely incredible. High in fiber, low in carbs, 100 calories per slice. Now, the Ezekiel and this Base Culture do tend to be a little more expensive, but again, like I always say, pay the farmer now or pay the doctor later.
And guys, if you ever wonder where is the best place to store bread, it's going to be in the freezer or on the countertop, but definitely not the refrigerator. Just above freezing in the refrigerator speeds up retrogradation, and that is where amylose and amylose pectin are coming back together, and that's where the staleness starts. So try to keep it in the freezer as best. If you don't want to do that, if you're using it and you're going through it fast, just keep it on the countertop, perfectly safe. Hey guys, I appreciate you watching the video, and do me a big favor, hit the like and subscribe button. Helps me out tremendously with the algorithm. Until next time, keep healthy living right.